All right, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on, all right? Now, check this out, right? The reason I got Ari Fletcher and Bad Baby on the screen, some of y'all might remember a couple months ago, I did a video and I had a clip from a podcast episode they did together while they were cooking. That's where this photo is from. And if y'all remember, in that episode, and I could toss a, short clip in just for people that didn't see it.
He told me when I first met him, the first thing that I made him was pasta. But I'm Creole.
That was the first thing I made Levon too.
For real? Mm-hmm. The first thing that I made him was pasta, and he said that since I'm Creole, he don't want to eat none of my pasta.
Oh, because you going to put the blood in it?
But you eat my though, so what's the difference?
On your period too, right? It don't matter.
Like, come on. What the fuck? The voodoo was on you, babe.
They both talked about being on their menstrual cycle and putting that menstrual cycle in the food that they make and serving it to their boyfriends, right? They also talked about, their boyfriends going down on them when they were on their menstrual cycle, stuff that's semi-normal because, a lot of people nasty like that. But they both basically admitted to doing witchcraft on their boyfriends, right? And so I wanted to remind y'all of that because it's going to make sense and flow into what I'm about to show y'all that has kind of popped back up in the last couple of days since this whole back and forth about Ari Fletcher and Moneybagg Yo and Lil Baby. Now, I'm not here to talk about her cheating on Moneybagg Yo. Could care less about that, right? But this interview that she did on some kind of like show had a whole audience. I don't know what exactly type of show it was, but she was getting interviewed by this lady. And one of the questions was, what would it take for you to be defecated on by a man? Like, how much would it take for you to agree to it? And the host was like, hell no, I'm not letting that. The host was like, maybe I'll let a man pee on me, but I'm damn sure not getting defecated on. Now, I got to kind of censor this and keep it a little clean because of YouTube. So, we're going to try to be a little proper. So, Ari Fletcher, of course, the game was like, take a shot if you'll let a man do it. She picked up the alcohol and said, well, how much we talking? She basically said, if the money is right, I'll let a guy defecate on me, right? And so I saw this clip from a creator I've showed a couple times on my channel, and she was just talking about like how, it's disgusting. Some women ain't got no respect for themselves and will do anything for money. So I was like, boom, you know what? We're going to take it even further, and we're going to talk about the whole porta potty thing with Dubai. Because then other clips started pinging. You know how it is. The algorithm going to start pinging clips that are on the same topic. So I'm sitting here watching clips about, girls going to Dubai and they call it the porta potty thing. And they were calling her like porta potty Ari and shit like that, right? So you know what? Without me even really doing too much explaining, there ain't nothing to explain. Let's just go ahead and get into the first clip. That being said, y'all.
When you can put a price on something like allowing a man to you, you have officially sold your soul.
If a nigga for the right price,
what's the price?
And it's that simple.
Take a shot if you willing to get on for some money.
The fact that this clip of Ari on Carisha Please saying that for the right price, she would allow a man to on her, defecate, release, eliminate.
How much money?
Literally bottom of the barrel, dumpster juice mentality.
Hey.
And these are the women that the young girls are looking up to, unfortunately. And let me just say this. They set it up to where you don't know how these women are living the lifestyles that they're living. They make it seem as if it's entrepreneurship. However, when you really get into the game and you find out that these women are willing to make, and then Carisha is like, I wouldn't let no man do that, but I could see if it was piss. Okay.
Not shit, maybe pee, but not shit.
Like, I am so disgusted. The fact that this is an old clip and it didn't go viral. Maybe it did and I just missed it. But when I found out what these women was really willing to do, that's when I knew it will never be me, baby. They say never, honey. Never be me. I have a brain between these two fucking ears. There has got to be a better way. Because that, honey, is hard work. Regardless of how they try to sell it. That is hard. Do you know how hard it has to be to allow somebody to fucking shit on you? Are you kidding? That's allowing a human being to literally devalue you to the least common motherfucking denominator. It is so unfortunate how valuable money truly is to a lot of you, to the point of having no self-respect, no conscious awareness, this shit is just fucking pathetic.
Now, that is actually insane. And somebody in the comments was like, nah, that's an ad. They're literally letting these guys know because, you know, there's dudes like that with money who be on these Instagram, girl pages. They look on Instagram, they find the IG models body, that look good, got all the body, and they literally want to, like, I don't even know what you want to call it. To me, it's like that demon in these men. They just want to basically defecate on a woman. They got the shit demon. It's a shit demon. And they just want to, defile. They want to embarrass a good looking woman, black. It don't even matter. They do it to all them women over there in Dubai. I mean, it's not just in Dubai. I'm pretty sure you can find you some old dudes with money here that want to defile women in that way and would love to defecate on you, and they pay you some money. So, it's going both ways, because there are people who are rich and they become so rich that nothing is off limits, even when it comes to completely violating a woman or violating yourself, your spiritual temple. It don't even exist in men like that, because their imagination is controlling everything because they have so much money. So that imagination and them being able to do what they want with that money is, is leading the little bit of soul that they got left straight to hell, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, because there are literally women who will do this just to get ahead, and who are doing it right now, participating in these sex magic rituals. I got some more clips for y'all. We ain't even done. I got some more stories that some other women are gonna tell.
Girl, do you want me to tell you them Dubai stories?
What?
So I had like a stripper friend. She would always go to Dubai. And when she come back I always love her going to Dubai, because when she come back from Dubai, she buying me hair. She getting my nails done. We going out to eat. I never knew, girl, they getting pissed on in Dubai, right? So I said, let me come to Dubai with you. She was like, I got to be honest with you. She was like, I get on and pissed on for like 20, 30K by different men. And different men do it, like, at one time.
No.
And then she would say it would be like a row of them, and it would be all of them doing it. It was like, she explained it to me, and that's why she would be on private jets.
I moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. And if you don't know what that is, it's women who come to Dubai and get pooped on for $50,000.
Dubai is most known for being extremely expensive. Some of the most wealthy people in the world visit or live in Dubai. They are known for their architecture and their really delicious foods. A few years ago, a handful of influencers came forward and said that their lives turned upside down after receiving messages on social media from men asking for them to fly out to Dubai and have a good time with them. A lot of these girls were extremely happy and they agreed to take the trips, but they didn't know what was going to happen in their future. In order to receive these gifts and the money, some of these girls were asked to do strange things with animals. They were asked to eat or bathe themselves in really strange substances. It was also really common for them to be showered in another strange substance. Some of these girls were too disgusted to do any of these activities and were stuck, basically stranded in Dubai with no way home because they couldn't afford their tickets back. Other girls were extremely pleased with the actions. They said that what they did was worth every penny. Others said that the trip left them traumatized. They suffer from PTSD because of what they had to go through while on this vacation. Dubai porta potties aren't just Dubai porta potties. The more you know.
Now, we talking about average women. When that last clip started off, whoever that was in the background of that video saying, I moved to Dubai to become a porta potty, that is insane. Real dookie demon talk right there. That is insane. I moved somewhere to become a porta potty. Like, wrap that around your head real quick. I can't even do it. Now, we used to talk about this stuff, and it used to be a conspiracy, like, in the old YouTube days, early 2010s and stuff like that, where we would hear about these rituals that happen in Dubai. I remember I even talked about it a couple times when Cardi B was doing that rant outside of that big hotel in Dubai. And people was like, yeah, she just got done doing that nasty shit that they go over there in Dubai to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, is very, to me, that shit is very demonic. It's spiritual. It's damn near not even nasty. It definitely ain't freaky. There's some shit where you literally you woman or whatever is going on. It to me, that's just demon shit. That's just straight up demonic, insane. You know what I'm saying? It's already, coming out of an area that is spiritual in a sense, even when you penetrate that area. And so to just do, bro, even talking about this, it's different than when I'll just bring it up in a video and, just, brush by it. But actually hearing a bunch of these women, talk about their friends or they new girls who go to Dubai all the time. Now, obviously, it's not every single woman going to Dubai that's doing this, but there are a lot doing it who either get hit up or lured there and they end up getting trafficked, all kind of shit. Some of them go there and they don't leave. Not all of them go there just to be a porta potty and come on right back with their bread like everything's sweet. A lot of women from other countries get trafficked there, all kind of stuff going on. They just had a bust on, I think, like that BBC News stuff. They just had a bust recently where the like head of this sex trafficking ring dude, he was being recorded undercover, and they just had a bust on him recently. So it's deep. It's not, it's not just women going over there to be a porta potty. There's all kind of stuff going on when there's that much money, in one place. The devil is gonna be there as well. And that's pretty much where this comes from, because these folks will do anything for that bread. And for that girl, Ari, to sit there and say that in front of all them people, and then this eventually will reach out to thousands of people, is insane. So you can guarantee she's already did it, or she's willing to do it to keep that money going. And supposedly she already got a lot of bread. I mean, she been famous for a minute now, and you with a famous rapper, so on and so on, and you still advertising that you would allow yourself to get defecated on for a check. I'll never understand it, y'all. So I think I'm done. I think I'll go ahead and end it right here. I don't have much else to keep going on and on about this topic. I think I'm going to end it with another clip, so y'all stay tuned. I'm going to play one more clip, and I'm just not going to come back and talk, because at this point, it's nothing to even keep going on and on about. It's just crazy. I don't even understand the mindset. You want to be a porta potty? You want to be a toilet? Saying the men all line up, one by one by one by one, and take turns. Take turns defecating on somebody. Insane. Yo, the imaginations of men when they get that much money is poison. You know what I'm saying? This is why everybody can't be rich. This is why you can't be rich your whole life. You done did everything, all access to every door in the world. So what's left? I done did everything. You know what? I haven't defecated on somebody. How about I'll pay a woman who's desperate $75,000 for me to defecate on her? I just want to find out how this shit looks. And if she's willing to do it. I want to make her look like shit and feel like shit, literally, for this money. If that ain't a demon in flesh, I don't know what is. But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I'm going to play this last clip for y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. For real. It's Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon, all right?
I was offered $100,000 to go on a brand trip to Dubai, and here's why I backed out of it last minute, because I found out some really disturbing details about.
Yes, we need to talk about the porta potty parties. This is a common story that you'll hear on the internet. A woman with some sort of social media presence will be invited by a modeling agency, invited to go to Dubai for a great opportunity. The woman will be told that she'll get lots of cash in return for her trip. They say that they'll pay for her food, her flights, her lodging, everything. But they also stipulate that once you get there, there may be some things that you have to do. According to some of these women, the things that they're asked to do are straight out of a horror film. Some women have claimed that the men at these parties like to put women on meat hooks, like something out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And once the women are up in the air, they beat them mercilessly. Other women have claimed that these men at these parties like to urinate and defecate in and on them. And others have said that they were either forced to or they watched someone get forced to have relations with animals. And something really disturbing to me is that according to some of these stories, the men who are paying for these things and engaging in these acts are taking photos and videos of it this entire time. So that means that somewhere in that country there is a database, a huge library of the most disgusting videos and photos that a human being can imagine. And why stop with women? I'm sure that there have been children present at these parties, especially knowing how the wealthy and elite like to operate. This is a disturbing reality. And for people in America or other countries that are watching this thinking that, yeah, this only happens over there, that is not true in the slightest. I can guarantee you that there are elite members of American society, English society, all societies from around the world that fly to Dubai to take part in these parties. Money can really buy you anything in the world. And we've seen it so many different times with child tourism and how that is a huge problem. I can guarantee you that there are some people who are living a completely normal life, especially here in America. Maybe they're doctors, maybe they're business people, who fly over to Dubai to take part in these things, film it, videotape it, take photos of it, enjoy their time, and then fly back to America and, basically act like it never happened.